It's time to step into the time machine and travel back to the 50s and 60s. This is going to be my update for At the Hop. Before we get started with this, I am going to ask you to please do all of the things. You know what they are. So this is a project that was created by Misty. You know I'm the president of her fan club. That's right. Yeah, that's me. So Misty created this in collab with the Fantastic Ladies. Now I'm going to have her link below. I'm going to have them link below. There are a couple of prompts that got added from when it originally started with some help from Jessica. Got to give it to Jessica for the assist on that one. It actually started November 25th of 2022. We're supposed to be able to do updates monthly or bi-monthly. I was supposed to update in January. That was my plan. That went completely kablooey, so we're updating in February. I'm going to try and get into an every month, but it might be an every other. I don't know. So keep your eyes out for my updates for this one because even I don't know what I'm doing. I know, it's surprising. No one ever knows what I'm doing, including me. All right, the social media hashtag, at the Hop Project Pan. Okay, November 25th of 2022 to November 24th of 2023. And with this, Misty leaves things open, which is one of the reasons I really do love her projects. We can roll everything in. We can roll in as many as we want. We can kind of do whatever. Now, when I started this, I had a lot of other things going on. So I started this one kind of small. And I think I brought in four. Yeah, I only brought in four things. So let's talk about what those are. To begin with, I had number 7, My Eyes Adored You, a product you use on your eyes. For that, I had this Meaningful Beauty. You know, the Cindy Crawford stuff? It is their Lifting Eye Cream Advanced Formula. This is a half-ounce container, and I finished her off. Is empty. So you're going to see that one in the empties. This is a completed prompt. Yay me! You would think after 3 months I might have actually finished something. I know. But I didn't finish everything, so we're going to take the little wins where we can here. All right. Then I had number 24's I Love Lucy, the job switching episode. So this is an item that smells like chocolate or candy. Kind of. I went with the Hershey's Special Dark. So this, you've seen this palette before. I had put this into another project. I brought it in again. The goal being 3 uses on each pan. Now, when I do this, I actually use all of these as a look. This is the whole kit and caboodle. I've done one so far because I do have quite a few purples in, so I am working with some other things. So we have a couple more looks for this one before it's going to roll out. That's going to stay in the project. All right, then the next thing we have is Maybelline, which was a Chuck Berry song, and I believe it is actually named after his sister. I think that's who it was, but it was named after a woman named Maybelline. That is not... So obviously she put this in as a product from Maybelline or a drugstore product because Maybelline became a very big drugstore brand, but that is not what it was named for. Those are two different things. I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it was the Maybelline makeup that was the sister. I'm going to have to check that out, and I'm going to probably be scrolling something across the screen because my brain blanked. Maybelline is the name of somebody's sister, so it's either the makeup founder's sister or it's Chuck Berry's sister, and I don't remember which. So just read because I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, I brought in the Maybelline Tattoo Studio Gel Eyeliner Pencil. This is in number 940. This is Rich Amethyst. I brought it in for 10 uses. I have gotten 4. Well, that doesn't show you anything. And I'm doing this across the tendon, so it came a little bit weird, but that is the color of it. It is a lovely purple eyeliner. So this will be remaining in because we still have 6 more uses. The next item that I brought in was for Ricky Nelson, and that was number 48. And so the prompt is Ricky Nelson, but basically I think what she was thinking when she put this in was the song Travelin' Man, his song. And because the prompt is a travel-friendly item or product that you'd travel with. So that's where I think she was going with this. I'm pretty sure. I brought in the Estate Highlighter. It's a Doomy highlighter in the shade Bye. I really hate that. I love the highlighter. This is the one that I keep in my travel bag, and I pull it out to throw it in projects every once in a great while. But it is just a lovely champagne highlighter. Now, if you know anything about Estate Cosmetics, which I know very little, I do believe they are a completely cruelty-free company. They may even be vegan. I'm not 100% certain. But it is a beautiful gold, champagne gold highlighter. It's lovely. I do really like it. And honestly, if I come across more Estate highlighters at some point, I would definitely pick up another one. Size-wise is the reason I keep it in the travel bag, because this is not a small item, you guys. This has got a lot of product in it. And I believe it's a baked highlighter too. Yep, baked highlighter. This is 3.7 grams of product. No, that's not right. Did I read that wrong? No, it literally does say that. It's a 0.11 ounce, but it's 3.7 grams of product. So, for highlighter, you're getting a substantial amount. And mine is starting to flatten, but it is slightly domed because it's a baked product. You know how those go. So this is going to just roll back actually it's going to roll back into my makeup bag is where it's going to roll into. I'm not going to say it's going to roll into my collection because I like to travel with this. Think I made my point there? Think I've gone off enough about that one? Gracious. 15 uses was the goal. I hit that going in the makeup bag. All right. So 2 out of 4 finished in 3 months. That's kind of pathetic, but that's okay. It's okay. Because I had some other things, and so now we're going to be getting a little bit further along here with some of these things. I don't know how I manage to lose things as frequently as I do when everything is sitting in front of me, but once again I have. So let's just move onward to the things that I'm going to be bringing into this project. Now I am bringing in a few items because I want to get a little bit more on track because I feel like I'm behind. The world doesn't stop if I don't hit every prompt, but my compulsive nature drives me to try and make sure I get to everyone. So for number 1, it is Rock Around the Clock, something you use morning and night. You know that I love my ordinary hyaluronic acid. It is at the bottom of my start line, which got a little crazy because I drew it above where it was and then made the line thicker. My lines wear off anyway, so it's good to have a nice, easily seen starting line. So this is at 70.3 grams. This will stay in until completion. The next thing that I am bringing in, oh, that was number 4. I didn't have these in order. I'm an idiot because I have number 1. Everybody say it with me. Crazy train. Okay, number 1 is saddle shoes. This is something with black and white packaging. Now I got this. This is a Baby NARS light reflecting setting powder in translucent crystal. And I got it as a freebie with the purchase thing. I have never touched it. I have never used it. The product itself is completely white. I want to put this in for 10 uses because I want to see whether or not I like it. But I'm not going to put it into finish. I just want to try it because I've never tried it. And since I have this little mini, I thought, might as well put it in here. Black and white packaging. So that's rolling in. Then number 12 is Tutti Frutti. Gotta love the music for this one. You just gotta. So this is something fruit-themed packaging, scent, etc. Well, I finally got the Cleona Dragon Fruit palette. Everybody else had gotten it. I hadn't. This was part of one of my Black Friday purchases. Because I've heard nothing but good things. Everybody that has it loves it. And at first I thought, yeah, no, I don't know. I don't really think I need it. I don't know that I love it, blah, blah, blah. Well, the way everybody raved about it, I ended up getting it. So basically what we're doing here is we're going to go No Pan Left Behind because these are primarily, well, I can maybe get some looks out of here, but I think a lot of these shades are going to be used in conjunction with other things. We've got a lot of shimmer. We've got a lot of sparkle. We've got a lot of color. We're just going to have fun. So I will put my little Post-it note in the mirror as usual, and I will work towards No Pan Left Behind with that one. Then for number 20, we have got Hula Hoop, and that is something in round packaging. Well, I figured I might as well bring in the Cleona Fruit Lighter too. So this is the one in Pitaya, and now I have seen people drop these things out of palettes and everything. I'm trying to be careful with these. So this is Pitaya. And I know that if I shift it, you can see different colors. Oh yeah, you're getting all kinds of. So yeah, the whole thing circles around when you try and swatch. So this is one of those that I think I need to be a little more careful with. But that is what the color is. and it's pink. It's pretty. It's really pretty. It's got a lot of shift to it. So I'm going to bring that one in just for 5 uses because I just want to play with it a little bit. Haven't touched it. So then the next thing is number 30, 16 Candles. Once again, another fantastic song. She picked some awesome music. The 50s and 60s era has got some amazing, amazing music. There's some kind of silly stuff too, but a lot of it is incredible. So this is a product you wish you had as a teen. This works so well for me because when I was a teenager and started doing makeup, there was a lot of stuff that just wasn't available to us. It just wasn't stuff that we did. Makeup artists and television and all that, they probably had all of it. But the average person out there didn't have bronzers and highlighters. So I thought, okay, I'm going to bring this in. This was part of the freebie stuff that I got with my Lancome purchase from January. I have never tried a Lancome bronzer, and I don't know if this is going to work or not because truthfully, on my end, it looks a little bit orange. So I'm going to bring this in. It's the Star Bronzer Natural Glow. We're going to bring it in for just 8 uses, and hopefully I can get through those 8 and I don't hate it, but that's what it looks like. And honestly, worst case scenario, if this does not work for me, if it is too warm, well, you can't even see it on my hand, so it's probably going to be fine. But if it is too warm, it's just going to go to mom. So we'll get our uses, see if it's a good one for me or if I should be passing it along. All right, then the next thing that, next and last thing, actually, that I am bringing in this month, is for number 42, Gumby. So this is a putty or cream product, which I thought was an interesting way to do that because I always thought of Gumby as stretchy because the way my joints slide in and out, they jokingly refer to me as like a human Gumby because you can just pull on me and my joints just elasticize. Anyway, I'm going to bring in the Alley Oop Stack the Odds and Sassy Pants, which you have seen before because I did try it out and I did get more uses than I originally intended or that I had when I put it into the first project. So I'm going to bring it in here for 10 more uses, and it's starting to look a little bit messy. It's got some love. This is also round. This has also got a mirror. I mean, this could go in for a bunch of things, but I thought, I want to go ahead and play with this. I love this bronzer. And you can tell because I use a stipple brush and it looks like it's just been chewed on basically. The blush is fine. The highlighter's pretty, but it doesn't seem to really give me much. But I love the bronzer for some reason. So I'm bringing this in for 10 uses. I'm going to keep working my way through this because of this being a product that will go bad faster. So you're going to see it around here and there. And if I do a few number of uses here, a few number of uses there, I don't have to keep it in until I finish. I can take breaks, but I will at least get my uses out of it and hopefully get to pan or finish maybe even with a cream product. Ooh, wouldn't that be novel? Okay, so 10 uses on that. That is everything I am bringing in for the project for this month. Now, that means it's time to talk about some music. Well, I've already been talking about music because Misty put a ton of music in here. But I thought for today we would do a song, and what would be more appropriate than the Danny and Junior song, At the Hop. So this actually is a song that was released. Okay, now I've got to check this. It was released in the fall of 1957, but it actually reached number 1 in the U.S. charts in January of 68. And I don't know, it became one of the top selling singles of 58. This is all stuff you can find on Wikipedia. It's not that big of a deal. I do not know how many weeks it was on the charts. But one of the stories with this song, first of all, Danny and the Juniors didn't have the name Danny and the Juniors yet when they started this. That's who they became. This is a song that was heard by Dick Clark. And the song was originally called Do the Bop, which was a type of dance. When Dick Clark heard this, because he was doing American Bandstand, he had his finger on the pulse of rock and roll, teenage music, all of that at that time. He said, I think this song is just, or this dance trend is just a fad, and I think it's going to fade out. So instead of let's do the bop, it became let's go to the hop, which was a phrase of the time. Record hops were a thing. It was the local dance. It was a DJ'd dance, basically, is what a hop is. And so they did change it. And then if you look through some of the lyrics, they talk about doing the stroll, the calypso, the chicken. They actually talk about popular dances that you would be doing at a record hop. Fun facts. All right, so I am going to link a version of the song below. Always check out my description box because I always have creators linked. I have the Fantastic Ladies linked if it's a collab with them. I will link anybody I reference. I will give you my song or band or album or whatever my music moment is. And all of that stuff can always be found in my description box. As always, everybody, thank you so much for spending your time with me. I hope you enjoyed it, including all of the crazy train moments. And until next time, everybody, see ya. Bye.